As you can see, I'm in my Jeep. And I'm here because today I'm going to be talking about imposter syndrome. So, imposter syndrome, what is it? It is when you have that feeling like, why did they even hire me? I have no clue as to what I'm doing, right? Um, you know, Data engineers, we feel that from time to time, at the very least, if we're honest with ourselves. And honestly, it's prevalent throughout most adults. So I wrote down some notes here. You'll see me glancing down from time to time just to get some stats, but that's what I'm doing here today. So, again, you're not alone. 25 to 30% of high performing individuals have imposter syndrome at some point in their lives, and 70% of all adults do. That's something I found off of Psychology Today. Um, so, imposter syndrome is common in tech. Um, Not just data engineers, but software engineers, network engineers, all throughout tech. Imposter syndrome is prevalent. We have such a evolving and changing industry that there's always something else to learn. There's always somebody else that knows more than we do, and from time to time, things don't work. And if we're honest with ourselves, from time to more than time from time to time. So, um, and like I said, especially as you move up, it, you're gonna feel imposter syndrome. It's gonna happen. And if you haven't yet, then either your ego is too big, or you're not being honest with yourself. So, um, yeah. So as I've always said, in this job, I either feel like I am king of the mountain because I've done some amazing and crazy, you know, feat of data engineering, or I'm like, why did they hire me? I have no clue as to what I'm doing. And I'm having to go out and research and figure out what it is that I need to do. Um, and so I'm going to go through 5 things that you could do as a person in tech, as a person in any career, to try to overcome that feeling of imposter syndrome. So, like I said, today I'm going to share 5 things that you could do to overcome imposter syndrome in your career and in your life. The first thing, it is important. I've talked about it when I first started the video, but the first thing, remember that you're not alone. Remember that you are not unique in this situation of feeling like you don't belong, that you are underqualified for the position that you're in. Everybody has those feelings from time to time. Is the second thing you could do is reframe your situation. Um, like I said, there's always something that you don't know. There's always something else that you could learn, that you could teach yourself. One of the important things is, I think, to grow your career and as a person, again, not just in tech, but it's important to not be the smartest person in the room. I mean, there's definitely a feeling of, ego and pride when you feel like you are, but you're not learning and you're not growing if you're the smartest person in the room. So reframe the situation as a learning opportunity. Um, Again, reframe is the thing that we're talking about here. So reframe your situation as a learning opportunity. Go out and find out what you didn't know. You don't know what you don't know until you know it. The third thing, build a supportive peer group. Find like people and people in a similar career. It doesn't have to be necessarily be a data engineer. It could be data analysts or data scientists, but build a good peer group that you could bounce your ideas off of, that you could talk to when you get stumped. Sometimes we get too close to the situation, we can't see the forest for the trees. So, number 4, and this has been a theme throughout all this, and it's an important theme for a data engineer, important theme for anyone in tech. Always be learning. Uh, ABL, right? Always be learning. Um, so keep learning and grow. Um, yeah, keep learning and growing. There's always something new to learn. So number 5, the biggest thing that's helped me throughout my career when I feel that imposter syndrome coming along, find somebody else that is needing help, someone else that I could teach, someone else that I could share my knowledge with, and that will help you to feel a little bit more confident and hopefully help you to push through the situation that you're in. Um, there's always somebody else. Again, you're not unique in this situation of feeling like you're an imposter. There's somebody else out there that needs help, that just doesn't have maybe the confidence to ask for it. Go out and seek that person and help them. That's that's important, especially as a lot of people in our profession have a tendency to be a little bit of an isolationist, and so go out and seek those people. It's not always we're not always isolated on purpose. Sometimes it's just the nature of what we do. And again, teaching. I honestly feel like my whole life I've always felt like teaching is the best way to learn. Um, if you could teach it to someone else, then you have a solid understanding of the concepts and the practice of what it is that you're teaching. So number 1, you're not alone. There's always somebody else that feels the same way, that has that imposter syndrome. Number 2, number 2, reframe your situation as a learning opportunity. Number 3, build a good peer group. Build a good supportive peer group. Number 4 is the ABL. Always be learning. So there's always something else that you could learn or teach yourself. There's always something new that's come along. Always be learning. And finally, number 5, it, there's always somebody else that needs help. So go out and find that person that could use your assistance, and it will help you both. So I hope you enjoyed this session today. I hope that you've learned something from it. And in the comments below, share your feelings of imposter syndrome. Share how uh, you felt, maybe inept or incapable of doing what it is that you do. It sharing is one of the most rewarding ways that we could help each other in life. So please share below, and I hope that you liked this session today, and like and subscribe if you did. And I look forward to seeing you again soon.